Wack 100.
What's up, family? So apparently today, Wack 100 is going off on Big Meech. Let's go ahead and get to it. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We on the way to 500.
Sends Big Meech a scary warning after Big Meech went on his live stream to say this about Wack 100 last night.
Are you Wack 100 type? Don't get no playing all right. Feel me?
What's the beef? Hey, y'all break down. What's the beef about? What?
And we ain't never worried about what you gonna do.
And we're not apologizing.
Oh, y'all, I do remember Wack calling Meech a rat. But my opinion, Wack been working with the feds. That's just my opinion, though.
Especially me.
There's no apology.
You know anything about me? I ain't worried about what you gonna do.
Hey, listen,
Right.
but I promise you, listen.
Didn't mention your name indirectly.
Hey,
I ain't worried about what the you gonna do.
listen though, on some rich. Listen, on some rich. You don't have to pop it to none of these.
That's what I'm telling you.
Listen, you have.
You know what I'm telling
There's
you?
no popping. No popping.
That's on some hate and don't know what the they talking about.
Big Meech felt like he was off the liquor, he was hella drunk, and he's got to
I
crash
said,
out.
yeah,
Now,
I
it's
think-
unclear exactly what sparked Big Meech going off on Wack on a live stream, because it felt like Wack 100 for the most part has left Big Meech alone. Like him and Big Meech haven't really gotten into it for, it felt like about a year now. The last time I heard Wack 100 or Big Meech even going back and forth, and it was mainly on Wack 100's behalf, was when Big Meech's son got arrested and the footage came out of Big Meech's son literally snitching, like live in 4K snitching on the person he was in the car with. And when that
was horrible. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but basically, Lil Meech, she was out there like just telling the police like information he ain't have to tell him, like just completely gave his homie up. Like, I'm not expecting Lil Meech to be a street nigga whatsoever. So don't get it twisted. But there's a point where you just like he was like over like I want to see him go to jail type shit. And I heard when he went to jail, he was like he left him hanging. Like it was crazy.
came out, Wack 100 went off on his son. And before Wack 100 spoke on Big Meech's son, Wack spoke on Big Meech on No Jumper and on Vlad TV, where Wack 100 will confirm that he believes that Big Meech snitched. He did third-party cooperating, where essentially he used somebody to snitch on his behalf so his name don't appear in the paperwork. And this could be the reason why Big Meech is still upset at Wack 100, but this happened so long ago that it didn't make sense for Big Meech to bring up Wack 100 during the live stream today.
Right, because there was allegations by the family of a St. Louis kingpin named Dion Cuffy Gatlin.
Just talked to him an hour ago.
Oh, really? To Cuffy?
Yeah.
Okay, so his family is saying that Meech cooperated against him and so forth. I had Terrence Gangster Williams here yesterday, who actually went through the paperwork. What he said was that Meech never cooperated, but there is a woman who Meech knows that I guess he ended up giving his life rights to.
Apparently Meech signed his life rights over to Tammy, and she said what she had to say to get him out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I personally don't care, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Third party cooperate,
Third party cooperating.
which is him
It
cooperating.
is snitching.
Oh, you think that's him
It is
cooperating?
snitching.
That's a fact.
Do your homework. That is snitching. Like if you tell somebody else to say that shit, that is snitching. It's not came out your mouth, but if you told somebody everything about your life, you know, they know about your life, and you say you got the rights to my life, and they can snitch to get you free like that. That's a form of snitching. It's not directly snitching, but it's a form of snitching. Does it matter? No. Is Meech home, living his best life, getting money? Yes. That's what's important.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because she cooperates. She's a producer on the Stars TV show.
Usually guys from the streets, where we position people to do things, right, when we do things for them, it's because in return they're going to do something for us. The paperwork shows that Tammy Cowan was a cooperator, third-party cooperator, right? Let's rewind back to 2016, 2017. Remember the rumor that Big Meech was going to come home early?
Yeah.
Okay. This ties into that. Now the case stuck on Cuffy, but because
He
she ended
gotta
up
be a
having
fan.
sex
He
with the
got
federal
so
agent,
much.
they pulled the time cut back for Meech.
We've covered this extensively in the past, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of this, to be honest, is really relies on who you believe. Do you believe Big Meech accounted things, or do you believe his accusers? Because the accusers are saying, yo, Big Meech introduced me to this woman called Tammy, who just happens to have his life rights, who was his power of attorney. This was somebody that Big Meech was connecting all the drug dealers with. And I get in contact with her. Big Meech instructed me to do business with her. We start doing the business. Then I get arrested because she's a federal informant, and Big Meech is saying he had no idea she was a federal informant. And
I don't believe that. I don't believe that Big Meech didn't know that. I think he knew. I think he knew what he was doing. I think it was just his way to get out. And what I think what a lot of people need to understand with this game is everybody snitching, gang. Everybody, you not, man, the amount of time you be facing for selling some drugs and all the shit they be doing out there, everybody was snitching. You know what I'm saying? Because it was either snitch then and come home and have a chance today like they got today, or man, take that shit on the chin and never ever come home, G. So and to each his own. That's why I just stay out the streets. You know what I'm saying? I just stay out the streets, but and I don't know. I think he knew though for sure.
Find out the same time she's working with the police to get Big Meech time reduced, that's the same time she's telling on me and getting me indictments. But Big Meech said he had nothing to do with that, even though she was offering up information on me to get Big Meech time reduced. So if you believe that Big Meech knew nothing about it because you trust Big Meech, then then that's your prerogative, right? Now, I, on the first hand, was kind of 50-50 until I saw the body cam for Lil Meech. You see, when I saw the body cam for Lil Meech and how grimy Lil Meech was, I said, yo.
Well, we gotta break this shit down too. They say if your daddy a rat, then you a mouse, your son a mouse. They do say that shit. But in this case, somebody drop in the comments, where Lil Meech grow up at? Did he grow up in the hood? I don't think he grew up in the trenches. I think 50 Cent even came out and said he saved him from the streets, put him in acting school or something like that. So I don't think Meech is an actor, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just went on stream with DDG and them and was like, not DDG, but AB and them, and was like, man, I ain't really trying to stream because I'm trying to take my acting shit for real. So I think Lil Meech is more like an actor. You know, he know how to play the street role or play like he tougher than what he really is, but that's just because he's an actor. Like, he not no real street nigga. So I ain't gonna say in this predicament, I can't say, oh, your daddy a rat. Cause Meech, I don't think Meech grew up in the streets, cuz. I don't think he got that creed to him. I don't think he got that to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he just a regular look. I think he just what he did was still lame as hell. I ain't saying that. I think it was still lame as hell. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't on the same level as his daddy. Not at all.
Lil Meech had to learn this from somewhere, or this is just inherited. Because when the cops pulled up behind Lil Meech was in the gun itself was legal, but the gun with the drugs was the illegal part. So the cops pulled up, Lil Meech had the gun on him. The cops were looking for Lil Meech. Lil Meech tossed the gun in his friend's lap, who was asleep at the time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
When the police pull up, they walking up. The friend woke up trying to figure out what's going on. By the time he wakes up, the police is already at the door and the gun is in his lap. He hurries up and try to stash it real quick. They pull Lil Meech from out the car. They pull the friend from out the car. Lil Meech then tells the cops, yo, y'all ain't find the guns? The cops said, no, like,
you ain't find the gun?
Is legal, like, y'all good. But Lil Meech said, well, but how about the drugs? So Lil Meech planted a gun on his homie, and when the gun ain't get the homie arrested.
And that's, do your homework on a no good nigga. Like, I don't care about nothing. I know he an actor. I know he ain't grow up in the streets. But you plant a gun on your man's, one foul. Boom, in the door. Then, not only did you plant the gun on him, you made sure they found them drugs. And they found everything else. Because, like I said before, Meech is not a street guy. Lil Meech ain't. He not no gangster. He not no gangster. So so he probably hanging around certain things and shit, and people probably believe that he really a certain way. That boy was shaking out his shoes when them police pulled him over. He was shivering in his shoes. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking about what he was gonna lose. He wasn't thinking about nothing else. He was willing to snitch on his mans and all that. You knew them drugs was in the car. Once you know something in the car and the gun is yours, and you try to give it to somebody else, that's lower than snitching. You just a bogus motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's lame as hell, G. You know. The only time I agree with a motherfucker telling is when you had nothing to do with some shit and you minding your motherfucking business, nigga. And a motherfucker trying to get you involved in they bullshit and you gotta separate yourself. That's the only time. But if you involved in something or you have full blown well or something and you try to put it on your mans to get you out of some shit, you's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's some whole shit.
He told the cops there was drugs in the car. And again, this sounds wild and unbelievable, but we literally watched it take place on camera. So seeing how grimy Lil Meech is, he had to have learned that from somewhere. The daddy had to have been even more grimier, to be honest. That's just my perspective.
Now, when I'm talking to Cuffy, I said, Cuffy, why are you telling me this happened and how do you know and he's not directly on the paperwork? He said,
"Is Lil Meech, sorry, Big Meech is not on the paperwork."
No.
We've established
exactly. I said his name is not on the paperwork, right? He says, Wack, the line come through her from him. I need you to help me get this bag. Cuffy will tell you, before him, Meech was a small time dude. He said, I put his first million in his pockets. The man literally broke down and cried when he saw the money that I delivered to him. Said the numbers and the situation to this, only me and Meech knew this information. When I got the documents and the paperwork, everything that me and Meech knew and which we discussed through code is in the paperwork. Only me and him knew this information. Tammy didn't.
So both you niggas are snitching. I'm trying to tell you, Wack be telling y'all he a fed without telling y'all he a fed. Like, listen to what he just, listen to him.
Even know this information. Tammy just delivered the message to me of who the plug was supposed to go through. They was originally setting up a drug cartel dude, a Hispanic dude, right? That was the original setup, right? Tammy botched all that up and it phased to him. So Tammy sits here with the life rights. Okay, Meech is saying, I'm gonna let you have those, they control those, but this is what you have to do for me. Cuffy said Meech's been reaching out to him. He says nothing to talk about because me and you both know what I'm reading.
Wack 100 going on DJ Vlad and saying that is apparently what still got Big Meech pissed. Now, the thing with Big Meech and Wack is this can get really dangerous really fast because Big Meech and Wack kind of roll in the same circle, right? Like, I think Big Meech was at brand risk. Well, brand risk, like the last two brand risks,
ain't Wack.
Like the
Wack
top
artists.
fighters were Wack 100 artists. Like Ray J, you know, I think had like the co-main event. Well, that was Wack artist. And Blueface had the main event at the brand risk before that. Well, that was Wack artist, right? So the last two brand risks, Wack was there, Big Meech was there, I believe, right? And nothing quite happened. So if Big Meech like fell away, I felt like Big Meech should have kind of handled it right then and there. So Wack 100 actually responded back to what Big Meech had to say multiple times today, right? He responded firstly on Instagram, and then he took the Clubhouse to send
Wack
Big
is
Meech
looking for a
another
viral
scary
moment,
warning,
boy.
letting Big Meech know that he has too much control in the situation, and Big Meech don't really want the war.
Hey, listen, man, I don't know what's going on, but I see Meech. I don't know out of nowhere, you know, shit, Meech, we've been running content on you for years. You know, we all know you told on Cuffy. I got an exclusive interview coming from Cuffy. By the way, Meech, you've been on quite some time. Why haven't you mentioned Cuffy's name one time? You've heard Cuffy directly call you a rat. World. Tag Meech and say, why won't you address Cuffy, the one that say you ratted on and set him up? And
Just a grown ass man instigate shit. I think that's bitch shit. I don't know.
in the meantime, Meech, listen, I'll tell you what you gotta do. It ain't his fault. When your daddy is a rat,
man.
most definitely.
He said, I
son
knew somebody
gonna be a
was
little
gonna
mark.
say that. I knew somebody
you
was
better
gonna
tend
say
to
that.
that little rat ass little son you got over there. Yeah, he ain't no little boy. We didn't watch that nigga tail 3-4 times. Tend to him. Now you did this to yourself. So now we gonna activate the exposures. We gonna get everything going. You did it to yourself, man. You did this to yourself, Meech. We all know you ain't like that. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. We ain't worrying about you, nigga. This ain't 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. BMF don't even respect you no more, my nigga. You know, they know you's a rat. I talk to them all the time. But in the meantime, between time, Meech, go over there, get some motherfucking decon, and put it under your son's pillow, and let's rid this world of one less road.
Ultimately, I think it's a mistake for Big Meech from my perspective, and here's why. Wack has, for the most part, left Big Meech alone for about a year or so. So if Big Meech is now, I guess, going back to dissing Wack, Big Meech...
Man, fuck all that. Nigga, fuck Wack 100. Nigga, you came out here talking all this shit, man. Look, I ain't mad at Meech for what he said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Meech kind of like, man, watch out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they should go to war behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, apparently Wack is saying Meech not even really like that. You know, Meech a snitch. He's saying, he's saying BMF don't even fuck with Meech. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, Wack got a lot of claims, but Wack always got some claims, bro. Like, he always got some claims. He was just saying how they was talking to each other, and what we said, that's in the paperwork. Like, bro, Wack
has to have the personality of somebody who can go back and forth every day. You see, like Wack 100 and Dogface, they can go back and forth all day, right? Like they got time.
I do see what he's saying too. Like Wack, he got so much influence and power on the internet. He do got that. Like he got so much power and influence on the internet to where, you know, it would drain the hell out of Meech. I mean, but at the same time, Meech done got roasted by 50 Cent. Like he done fell out with 50 Cent. If you can survive 50 Cent and still be streaming, still making money, still doing what you doing, you ain't lose, cuz. You ain't lose on everything. On everything. Like, you just winning, like, on everything. And not a lot of people can go toe-to-toe with 50 Cent. So I don't really care. Like, whatever Wack talking about.
Back and forth all day. They doing multiple interviews with the same people, right? Wack is on DJ Vlad, Dogface on DJ Vlad, Wack on No Jumper, Dogface on No Jumper, right? Wack calls into academics, Dogface calls into academics. So they can go back and forth all day and do that tango. For the most part, it's in their best interest to just leave each other alone. Because, you know, they both can just talk about each other on these platforms all day.
Yeah, just leave each other alone.
Ain't really engaging in that. It's not even his brand to start doing more interviews and go off on Wack 100 each and every interview. Wack got Clubhouse.
Right.
Wack, listen, bro, Wack don't even have to leave his house. Wack can go on Clubhouse, go off on you, right? Like spread whatever he want to spread. Then those Clubhouse clips will reach the internet. People going to repost it. The YouTubers going to take the clip and react to it because it's drama. And Wack can rinse and repeat that cycle every day. Every single, like, do you really want to deal with that? You probably don't want to deal with that, okay? Right? You probably don't want to deal with...
I don't think he want to deal with it, but I ain't scared. He shouldn't be intimidated by Wack either, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Meech out of jail, he did his time. He did 35 years in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's a long-ass time in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or 25 years or 30 years, something like that. You know, he did. I'm 25, so... He definitely did just as long as I was alive. So, y'all, like, this don't even make sense. I'm still trying to figure out what's the point. They've been calling Meech a rat for damn near a year now. 50 Cent was doing that shit. They damn near canceled BMF because of this whole shit. Like, what is Wack? And then Wack is going overly hard, won't stop. Like, I don't know, man. It seems like, I don't know, something just seemed off to me about the situation.
Hip hop blog page just posting about Big Meech being a snitch every day. So if I'm Big Meech, bro, I'm ignoring the noise, bro. Big
I'm
Meech-
ignoring the noise on everything. Like, man, I'm getting money. Like, I wouldn't even tap into that energy. Like, cause it don't even make sense. Boy, you out here trying to get clout off my name because I'm quote unquote a rat. Blase blah. Get your chest on. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of look at it. Like, if I was Meech, I'll sit back and be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm still stream. I'm still get money. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, Meech is still eating. Like, I would, and I ain't glazing Meech or nothing like that either. You know, Meech was a little crash out back in the day, but shit, as of right now, I don't see, you know what I'm saying, too much with Wack, what the huss and fuss is about.
Came home and he said he got right back to it. He said he's a millionaire again. He says he lives in a penthouse where billionaires stay. So it looks like he's doing pretty well with his rebrand. You don't even want to get involved in like the hip hop, grimy underground world, bro.
But that's where he come from though. Meech was in he had a label, like he was in that, so he understands the game. I just think he shouldn't get involved with it because it's too messy. And I think right now he in a state where he don't need to be around no mess. You know what I'm saying? Like the only type of mess he needs to be around is like content drama. You know, something that's gonna boost his content. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell he got tipsy and started talking crazy. He kind of pulled an A.B. and Dean right there if y'all peep. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, I hope that's not the wave, is to get drunk as fuck and get on stream, because we're going to have a lot more bad instances than good, believe it. But I think he was just enjoying himself, and I think like Flacco said, he rebranded. So if I was him, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, I don't know what you talking about right now. Like, I don't care what you talking about right now. You talking about some shit that happened 30 damn years ago, G. Like, move on with your life.
Feel me? You don't even want to get involved in this, bro. Just stay doing what you're doing, Meech. You're doing a good thing in it.
Niggas don't even be the same niggas from 10 to 15 years ago. A nigga will check you about some shit that you did 10 to 15 years ago, and that's not even you no more. That's not, like, you're not even that person anymore. And motherfucker just checked you about some shit that you did 15 years ago, and you like, bro, I don't even remember that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, it's one of them situations, like, bro, that shit was 30 years ago damn near. Like, move on with your life. You got more shit. There's more shit going on. It's just more shit going on, bro. Motherfuckers don't even be the same person.
Peers, okay? You know, stick with AB, stick with Dina Gray, and do the streaming stuff, man. Leave this alone. But let me know in the comment section, what do you...
I agree. I think he should definitely stay out the way when it comes to beefing with Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? Wack gonna come out, and then Wack is gonna come up with some elaborate story about how he got some paperwork on you, more paperwork on you, and blase. But Wack is he's gonna do it. You know, he might put a spin on it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, whatever, man. But y'all let me know what y'all feel like, think about it in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We are on the road to 500. I do appreciate it so much, guys. And